Unit G, Excel 2010, on page 158. Enhancing a worksheet. Begin reading the paragraph under the title Enhancing a Worksheet that begins, "You can enhance an Excel sheet." When you've finished reading the paragraph, continue with this tutorial. This is a continuation from page 156, changing alignment and number format. Step 1. Click the Page Layout button on the status bar. The Page Layout button is located down in the bottom right next to the percentage or zoom levels. We click the Page Layout bar. Right now we have Normal selected. Click Page Layout bar. I've zoomed in so you can see exactly what is going on. Then click to add the header placeholder in the header area. Next, we click on the right section. So if we click, it initiates that we want to put in the header. Now we click on the right section of the header, and we type in our name. For this example, I'm going to use John Smith. For you at home, you should use your name. Next, click on the Design tab if it's not already selected, and then click Go to Footer. It will automatically jump down to the bottom side or down to the footer and select the area you have that you previously had selected in the header. Next, we want to click on the left side of the footer. So we click on the left side of the footer. And then we want to click on the Current Date button to add in the current date. The Current Date button is right here in the header and footer elements next to current time and number of pages. So click on Current Date and we get this ampersand with the date in between two brackets. Don't worry about it. If we click off in the center, it'll change it to the date. Next, click the right section of the footer area. Then click the File Name button in the header and footer elements group. Not File Path, but File Name. Then click back in the center so that we can see the name. You have now shown that the file document you are working on is called G-Kite Sales Forecast. Mine is named 2 because I've already created a duplicate of this, but yours should be called G-Kite Sales Forecast. Next, click the Normal View button to go back to the normal screen. So down in the bottom right here, Normal. Make sure when you're selecting the header you got to click out of it. Anywhere on the page out of it except for in the header and footer sections, and then click the Normal. Now if you're not already in A1, press Control plus the Home tab so the A1 cell is selected. Following this, step 7, click the Page Layout tab. So right next to Insert and between Insert and Formulas, we click the Page Layout tab. Next, click the Themes button in the Themes group. Here's your Themes button. We click the Themes button and then find the Concourse theme. This starts with the C, Concourse, C-O-N. There's the Concourse theme. We select the Concourse theme, and if you notice, the layout and the way the text is displayed looks a bit different. So if we undo that, notice that the header looks a little bit different. This looks a little bit different down here. We go, and it actually has expanded the text and made the font size bigger in A1 as well. Next, click the Home tab. Then select range A to E10. So A1, select ranges A1 to E10, which is basically everything you've inputted so far. Next, click the border list arrow in front of the group and then select all borders. This is your border list arrow. This is your border. This is your border list arrow. Find all borders and select it. Notice we've added borders inside that so we can see it now when it's printed. If you hadn't done this, we would not see the cell divisions. In other words, we would not see the lines. Step 9. Select the range A3 to E3. Then click the fill color in the list arrow. Click the turquoise background number 2. If you scroll over, it'll tell you turquoise. This may not always be accent, so what we actually want is the turquoise background color. See, it says light turquoise background 2. Click that. It now fills in the headers for A3, B3, C3, D3, and E3. Click cell A1 and then save your changes. Click Save. That ends enhancing the worksheet.